Okay, so Asperger's in adulthood. Here are 7 simple ways you can spot it. All that's coming up. Hey guys, welcome back to the Aspie world. My name is Dan. I have Asperger Syndrome, ADHD, OCD and dyslexia, and I make weekly videos on this type of content. So if you're new around here and you just stumbled across this video but you'd like to learn more, remember to hit that subscribe button by clicking that notification bell down below. If you're watching over on Facebook, which is a good page, a like and a follow, see more videos just like this one. And if you're on Instagram, then please make sure to give this page a follow so you see more content daily just like this. Boom, guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the Aspie world, the place for thinking differently daily. What's up, different thinkers? Whew, good to have you all here. I've actually injured my leg from running, don't know why, but it's happened, and yeah, it's just super annoying, but we're gonna roll with it. Anyway, guys, if you'd like to get your hands on my very own Autism Life Hacks PDF free of charge, then you can download my free PDF book with the link in the card above here. I'll link it in the description down below and put it on the end slate as well. And if you're looking for real, like, deeper kind of conversations about autism and coaching about autism, I've launched an autism exclusive membership website, which is a world exclusive, where you can sign up for a monthly fee every month and actually get coaching from me in there on a video call. So if you're interested, go to levelupautism.net and sign up right now. It's exclusive and it's close-knit, so make sure you get in while you can. Okay guys, so Asperger Syndrome is a very interesting one. It can sometimes be called an invisible disability, and rightfully so, because sometimes it can be so kind of niche that you don't really notice it in somebody unless you're spending a lot of time with them, or unless you know really what you're looking for. So if you have suspicions that someone you know is on the autism spectrum, or you know somebody who potentially has Asperger Syndrome, these are 7 very, very simple, effective ways that you can identify it in them, so you know what you're looking for, kind of like an identification thing, so that by the end of this video you'll be able to go, ah yeah, I get it, I know if I'm spotting Asperger's in somebody or not. Okay, so number 1 is a strong field of interest. Now, people on the autism spectrum have a very strong specific field of interest that will dominate their life and almost become an obsession. Sometimes it's Star Wars, sometimes it's Star Trek, it could be comic books, could be absolutely anything. And this kind of obsession, this deep-rooted obsession, is a special interest. This person could be like an expert in the thing that they know. It could be cards or chess or guitars or books or what. It could be absolutely anything, but you'll know that it's their special interest because their life revolves around it and everything they know is all about this thing. Love it. Okay, so number 2 is intellectually aligned. Now, autistic people are very usually intellectually aligned with like thinking and researching logically. Like, they love logical thinking, they love like intellectual conversation, they like debates, documentaries, things that are like science and maths and puzzles and stuff that gets them going. Like Minecraft is an intellectual, a logical thinking game, you know, so just even being obsessed with Minecraft, that's a good indication because or Lego is another one, a very logical game, and it's because the way the brain is trying to compute, it's trying to problem solve, and with autistic people just trying to problem solve daily, so they align themselves with intellectual logical thinking for problem solving, which is why maths and science and stuff kind of comes up again and again with people on the autism spectrum. Okay, so number 3 is no-brainer. It's lack of eye contact. Now, autistic people will have a difficulty making and maintaining eye contact in social situations, and sometimes in just like friendly and family situations. I know I have an issue and a difficulty in maintaining eye contact with my family, you know, and I grew up with them, my parents, for goodness sake, but at the end of the day, eye contact is difficult. It's very difficult to maintain. So if you notice somebody who's not making good eye contact, then it could be a sign that they're actually on the autism spectrum. Okay, so number 4 is unusual clothing habits, right? It sounds a bit weird, but let me explain, right? So you may find that autistic individuals will like to wear the same clothes or the same type of clothes like every single day. Like, I love black clothing. I have loads of plain clothing, and actually one of the things is I can't wear like big fancy patterns and stuff on my jumpers and my t-shirts because it gets too overwhelming and overpowering for me, so I have to have like plain stuff, and I love plain clothes, and I actually just threw out loads of clothes to just have, you know, black jeans, grey jeans, black t-shirts, grey t-shirts, and then just hoodies of just different, you know, plain soft colours like pink, blue, black, and whatever. This is very common for people on the autism spectrum, and they'll love to wear the same thing every day. I love wearing the same thing every day, and it makes me it does 2 things. It makes me feel comfortable in what I know I like wearing, and the second thing is that it takes out an issue, and the issue of choice. What am I going to wear today? You know, my life can't be taken up by choices of what I'm going to wear. There's so much other things I want to think about. So that's typically another kind of trait. Okay, so number 5 is picky eating. Now, picky eating comes from something called sensory processing disorder, and that comes hand in hand with autism. And this can create interesting eating habits and picky eating habits where they may not like hot or cold food touching on a plate. They may not like food touching on a plate. They may not like cold food. They may just like hot food. They may just like one thing. And any autism parents watching this will be like, chicken nuggets. That's it. My kid just eats chicken nuggets. Or, hey, if you're autistic yourself and you just eat chicken nuggets, I'm with you, fam. I'm vegan and I still eat vegan chicken nuggets. It's like our jam. It's our thing. Don't worry about it. I've got you. Okay, so number 6 is being socially awkward. You know, as autism is a communication issue, socializing can be extremely difficult for people with Asperger syndrome in adulthood, because the older you get, the more social you're supposed to become in work and in the gym, and, you know, going to the store or going anywhere, doing anything, seeing your friends, going to clubs and pubs and all this kind of rubbish. You know, people are always wanting to be around social situations and social environments, and people in general will like social conversation, but people on the autism spectrum will have difficulties in the areas because they find social gestures and social, you know, constructs very difficult to grasp, and those unwritten social rules that nobody really talks about, but they're just there, like distance to stand away from somebody, when to talk, is this rude, do I have a filter, am I allowed to just leave, do I just come in and start talking? All these things are amiss with people on the autism spectrum because it's difficult to learn those things when you're trying to learn about the chaotic world around you, but a very, very common trait of autism, and yeah. Okay, so number 7 is the love of routine. Now, autistic people love routines. Routines are kind of like the cozy hug, the safe place, the carefree wandering of someone on the autism spectrum. They may like to sit in the same place every day. They might like to eat the same cereal every day. They might go to the same job that they have been doing 20 years and do the same thing every day. Repetition through the certainty of what is to expect is something that people on the autism spectrum love, because surprises and uncertain events and instability in what they're going to do in their day, and it's not good. It's not good for people on the autism spectrum. It could cause meltdowns and all kinds of stuff. So the love of routine, having a routine and sticking to a strict, rigid routine is something that people on the autism spectrum will display, and they'll love. They'll actually really enjoy doing that. And if that kind of sways, if you sway from that routine, it could become very hostile and very volatile in that situation, which is damaging to the person's mental health and obviously just, you know, them as a person. You know, you want to kind of stay as calm as possible. But love of routine, something on the autism spectrum, definitely one of the most common ones for autism spectrum disorder. Now, if you think this video can give you and your friends value, please give this video a thumbs up and share it on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you haven't already, please give the video a subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace.